Yo, mi gente, what it do, man? It's your boy M to the T back at it again. Today's September 15th. I'm gonna explain a little bit about the video that I posted up yesterday, which was I didn't speak, obviously. It was just little clips, photos, and videos of me walking and stuff. But let me explain the way it is, and I wrote this down in the description so you can look exactly what it is. And the opening pictures that in the opening, the first picture is me around, and I messed up on the year. I put September 14, but it was September 2015 because I was already diagnosed with MS by that picture. I used to go down and up and down the stairs because I was walking on crutches, like I explained before. I used to walk on it, but I was wrongfully walking because I used to hyperextend. Well, anyways, before I get into that, so that's and the pictures of me going down my sister's house to the basement. I used to go down the stairs and up, obviously. Then after that year, what unfortunately that year my father was that year in December my father passed. So we had to move around, and me and wifey, that's when we moved. Then January 2nd, 2017, and that's when I didn't post up pictures. That's when I suffered a 45-minute seizure. And I forgot right then. That's when I had to do 2 weeks in ICU in the hospital by Mount Prospect, Illinois. I had to do 2 weeks of ICU, and then I had to do 2 weeks of 2 to 3 weeks, I think, of rehab, of PTs and OTs. So I was inpatient there for about a month and a half, and then that was another setback because that right there, because of the seizure, that's when I lost total complete force of the little bit that I had in my body. They had to show me how to take they helped me take a shower again, brush my teeth. I couldn't even lift my arms up. I couldn't put on my shirts or my pants. I couldn't do nothing of that because of that 45-minute seizure. And that was bananas. But anyway, so then that was that. And then they have the clip of July. It says July 2018, and me, I was walking with the crutches. If you see, with the walker, if you see that, I have the Bioness on. Because I even tried that Bioness device where there is a belt. It's kind of a belt with a sensor that's connected. You connect one to your thigh, and then you connect one to your like next to your peroneal nerve around your calf muscle, you can say. And that every time with the sensor, that little gray thing that I have on my shoe, every time my foot will raise up, that will send the signal. So then the signal on my thigh and my calf muscle will help bend my knee. It's crazy. But I was bending the knee a little bit because you can even tell that it was just a little bit. And my left foot, since I didn't have one, I was starting to drag that one. Because remember, I got the drop foot on my right leg. Yeah, I got the drop foot on my right. My right foot has a drop foot, and then the other one was fine. But the other one, my left one, started mocking the right one. As you can tell, I was scraping on the floor. So that was wrongfully done, and I thought I was doing a lot better. But then that's when it jumps into and this is a minute and 13. Well, after that, a minute and 13, that's when into the video, that's when I talk about the hyperextension. That's how far back, without the Bioness or anything, that's how far back my knees used to go, man. They look, they look like a walking boomerang when I used to be up. Then a minute and 18 seconds, that's when it says October 18, that's when I suffered the 3rd-degree burns on my legs. And that right there was crazy. I already explained to you guys. I told you 7 surgeries afterwards, and all the surgeries I had to do a blood transfusions, and it was bananas. Then a minute and 23 seconds in there, that's when I was slinging, and because I was 2 months in the University of Chicago medicine, and then right there, that's when after the surgeries, that was my room. And that's how they used to lift me up. They used to use that one that was the sling on the ceiling. And then if they didn't have that one, or if that one wasn't available, I would use the regular sling that it was like the old school one, where they have to, it's about the same way, but they, instead of using the buttons and use it remotely through the remote, they had to wire it up. And then that would lift it up, and then they would carry me on through like that. It was crazy that thing holds up a person, holds up people, you know what I mean? It held me up. And that's the way I had to get transferred. And that's the way when I used to get out when I had to take those showers, like I said, when they would pick me up there, because I couldn't take a shower or stand up, obviously. So they would put me into one of those plastic beds, stretchers or whatever, and take me to the other room and put me into the little shower water bin, like I would say, with warm water and sponges. I'm telling you, man, it was crazy. 4 minutes and like around 4 minutes and 2 seconds into the video, this was when I put January 2019. That's when I was done with the hospital. They had gave me, I was there from October to mid December. Yeah, to mid December, and then that's when they transferred me over to the Shirley Ryan. At the Shirley Ryan, I was when I first got there. They started doing that's when they started doing the curing. They started doing, putting the lotion on my legs and banding them up and everything. So I didn't get to start the walking. As you can see that I was with the harness on that one, and I was with the harness. I could barely even move. So that's why I needed a therapist there so she could manually push my legs and bend my knees while I take those steps. And that was hard. And that was hard, and but I was excited. Why? Because I didn't think that my legs were gonna be, because of the burns. I didn't think they were gonna be strong enough to hold my body up. So that's what was crazy. After they told me about the harness, it was the first time I ever used one. I didn't let's do, but I was still wondering, like, man, is it because of this? This is the reason why it's holding me up, and I'm able to walk. I ain't trying to be like that for the rest of my life. But anyways, you gotta put in work. Where we put in, so we go. So then that happened, and then the minute and 4 minutes and 16 seconds after after that clip, I'm at the Shirley Ryan outpatient. I'm at the hospital already. This is around March, I would say, I think so. And I was already out of the hospital. I was in the home, and I started going outpatient. That's when I used to get there. They used to use the village of Schaumburg. They used to pick me up in transportation wise. Oh no, I'm sorry. They provided transportation. The Shirley Ryan Ability Lab Rehabilitation Center, they provided transportation to pick me up and take me, and I was doing that, and I was walking with that. You can see, with no harness, little by little, still walking bad, still not doing what I will have to, but a little bit more movement on my own. So that was cool. And then and 4 minutes and 29 seconds into it and on, that's when I'm at the Athletico, which I'm doing right now. And around that, I think it was August 2020, because I had started off in March and doing when I started walking, but then we had the whole pandemic thing, so I didn't start back again until August. And then that was last month. That's what I'm at right now, and I'm walking a little bit even more faster now. So mi gente, is all a progress of, you know what I mean? You just got to give it your all, man. You got to give it your all. You got to put 100% in, and then you get 100% out. And it was crazy. It was crazy. Like after going through all those stages, mi gente. You know what I mean? Physical therapists, and I mean going to therapies, suffering the burns, suffering the seizures. A couple of times I got hospitalized because I needed to get steroids in me because I was that weak. And it's been crazy, but I'm still going. I'm still going. That's what I want everybody to hear. Everybody got to keep going no matter what we face, no matter what we go through, man. Because I'm getting better by the day, and I'm showing you guys. You know what I mean? I'm trying to prove to you guys, trying to prove to the world. You know, it's not everything was written on books. Not because they told you you have a disability, you can't walk again. Like I explained a couple videos ago. You know, I mentioned before, I do got a PPMS. I'm supposed to get worse. I'm supposed to, but that's what they say. That's not what they don't live my life. They don't live for me. They don't live for you. They don't do none of that. All they say is whatever they know, because that's all they can do. They go by the people that give up. People that give up and be like, okay, let the disease take over, and then boom, there you go. You get all the statistics that you want. Everything else that, you know what, comes in death. It's a slowly but surely process that you're declining in health-wise and disability-wise. Nah. Like I saw once in the movie, I'm not handicapped. I'm handy-capable, baby. So I'm going to do things, you know what I mean? Whether it's in a wheelchair, whether it's in a scooter, whether it's on crutches, whether it's on a walker, whether it's whatever you want, man, we going. And we got to prove to the people out there that, you know what, you don't live my life. You don't have MS. For a lot of people that before, like I said, I used to get into a lot of frustration because people didn't understand us. People didn't know what we got. So they look at us like, man, you cool, man, you good. Nah, man. I may look cool, I may look like I got everything's all gravy, but it's not. I mean, when it comes to the walking, when it comes to doing the regular activities on a normal basis, it's difficult. It's hard for us to do. You know what I mean? But we just gotta keep that mindset. We gotta keep it that champion mindset that, you know what, I'm a warrior, we MS warriors, we about to do what we gotta do. And you know what I mean? With God with us, who's against us? You know what I mean? Put our faith in. That's what I'm saying. Faith above everything. Besides everything we have there, we gotta have that faith and that hope and have that trust in God, and we gonna get to places. God don't give to no one what they know, what He knows that they can't handle. I've always said this since day one. So we gotta put that, practice that, and print that in our heads. You know what I mean? If God gave you this, let's work with this. Let's make Him proud. Don't make nobody else's. Makes Him proud, because He'll take care of us. And there you go, mi gente. We gotta do what we gotta do, and you know what I mean. Have trust and faith in Him, and we get to pushing and the shoving, and we moving, baby. So yeah, it's a little recap, and then tomorrow I'm gonna see if I do another. I'm gonna keep on throwing little recaps about it, besides, because you already see what the normal exercises I do. Anything new that I do. Oh, something new that I was gonna say, and I'm sorry. Let me see the time, because I don't want to be cut off. I'm already 11 minutes in. When I was walking with on the woodway, that you saw that I was with that I didn't have no socks on. That's why it was being so difficult for me, because you know what? It's crazy. I'll make another video getting into that, but that was the reason why it was so hard, because I didn't have those socks on. So those socks are important for that. But I'll explain some more, and I'll explain that a little bit more in tomorrow's video or not. But they're saying these are little tips that once I hear it, I'm gonna spread the word. I'm just gonna let y'all know, mi gente, I got to. Y'all my peeps, man. We doing it to the end. So, los quiero, lo amo, que Dios lo bendiga. God bless all of you guys, and I hope you enjoyed the little video I got for y'all, and we keep it going, baby.